Out of the frying pan into the fire. Escaping the goblins, the company now faces hungry wargs and deadly flames. As they climb to the treetops, flaming pine cones will make for a handy weapon until the great eagles arrive to rescue them. Hey, how's it going everybody? It's me, Scott. Welcome back to One Last Hand. Welcome back to The Hobbit. There and back. We're on part 5. We are escaping the goblins, but running straight into some wargs. There's a few things that are a little bit different this time around. First off, we're going to be using pine cones as our tokens this time around. We have 9 rounds for the first time, and we're going to be rolling all of our dice and taking the results from those. When we roll the black die, it's actually going to correspond to some of the warg spaces. So let's say we rolled a 7. You can see there's a 7 here. There is a 7 somewhere else, maybe over here. We're going to cross these off. These spaces become impassable. So we then have to find another way around. We can enter into a warg space and work our way through it, but obviously if we worked our way down to here and then we rolled a 4, we would have to cross this one off and it becomes impassable. However, if we have a pinecone token, we can use those to stop those wargs from arriving. Best way to think about it is the wargs aren't there at the moment, but they could turn up, and that's what's stopping us from passing through. There's a few other things going on. So we start in this location here. We have to connect our way up to all of these dwarves. And when I say connect, I do mean actually connect into their space or up against their space. We can't go through their space because they're in trees, but we need to connect them up. Every time we connect them up, we'll be scoring points along this track. So if we get 6, we'll get 10 points. All the way up to 13 gets us 40 points. If we manage to connect them to an eagle track as well, we will score points over here. So what that means is over on this side of the map, if they are every time we get a sword icon, we'll be able to move this along, and that means we'll be able to take this path all the way up to an arrow and feel in that we've connected this dwarf here. So obviously we're trying to get the dwarfs out of here. I think this is a dwarf that's connected to the path and to this. Let's just read this. Fill in an eagle's flight path. Each time you gain a sword or an eagle, the path from the dell may cross the eagle's flight path. Eagle flight paths do not block the path from the dell. So I think if we get eagles to collect some, we get some points. If we collect some, we get other points. There is Gandalf over here who we can also save. He needs to be connected to a path and to an eagle. Wargs become block spaces. Connect to both the path from the Great Dell and the eagle flight path to save. So if we want to save dwarfs, they have to be connected to both. What else have we got? We've got this little egg space over here. If we connect up to here, we'll get 5 points. And there is glory for saving some of these, but obviously we're going to lose some of that glory each time we get to a track. Is there anything else we need to know? We have to mark off the 12-sided die before rolling the black die, and I think that's it. What happens when we get some bread? I think bread might be pine cones, yeah. If we roll the bread symbol, we get a pine cone, is basically what that means. Don't know why they gave us the pine cone, so they couldn't just left it with bread, I guess for thematic reasons, but feels like if we're only ever going to use pine cones in this thing, it feels like a bit of a waste. But that is us. We are ready to go. Let's roll all of these dice. Now, if you don't know how to play, I'd recommend going and watching from episode 1. We do quite a big sort of in-depth how to play, but I'll talk through the first round very quickly. We roll all of these dice. The 2 to the left go over here. The 1 in the middle goes over here. The 2 closest to the right go over here. We got a 4, so we're going to have to mark off number 4 warg, so that's going to make that one a little bit tough. And there should be another one, and that's over here. Oh, great. The one that we were talking about earlier. So our path has just become much more difficult. However, we now have the option to choose 1 dice from these 2 on the left, 1 dice from these 2 on the right, and we use the one in the middle. We can do it in any order. We don't have to go left, right, then middle. We could go middle, then left and right, for example. Let's put our wizard's hat over here in the Great Eagle path. That's going to allow us to move the eagles along. If we get 3 of those, we'll be able to move it along 3. And 3 is the arrow. So if we wanted to move this one, we'd go 1, 2, 3. So not bad. Okay, so that's that. Now, where the heck are we going to go? I can't really go anywhere using this 3, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, I guess we could... I just wondered if I could use this. I don't think I can necessarily. So swords will allow us to move the eagles. I think that makes sense. Let's take the 2 swords and we'll move this eagle along this path to here. And along this path to here. Okay. So this eagle has moved 2 spaces along. We can now use one of these. I mean, I can only use the 2 really. Every direction I go in would be the 2. Let's take you and bring you here. So this dwarf is now connected. Okay, but not saved. I wonder when we get glory. When do we get glory? I'm just going to quickly check the rules. Do we get glory when we connect to them, or do we get glory when they are saved? Let's just have a little look. So as always, the book has a really good sort of set of explanations for what's going on. What does it say for glory? Okay, I can't see that it says, but I'm going to assume we get the glory when you save someone. That's usually how it works. Okay. I'm also just going to rub this out because it looks like we've saved him, but we really haven't. So obviously if we get the eagle connected up, we'll have saved them. But okay. We roll all of these dice again, right? Okay, we got a 9. These 2 are furthest on the left. This one is in the middle. And these 2 are over on the right. So the 9s we cross out. 1 over here. And 1 right in the middle here. Okay, so that's that done. Now, we could get a couple of pine cones. That's going to help us stopping some of these other wargs blocking. And I think that might be a wise idea. So we'll take 2 pine cones. So that's you done. Could move the eagle along again. If I didn't, what would I do with this one? So I could go up here, across here, and up here, right? I mean, that gets us past these wargs, but it also brings these closer. If we went down this way, I mean, that connects that one up. I guess we do that, which gets us connected to this one as well. Oh no, but then we can't go out here, but that's fine. This is kind of where we needed to go, and then maybe we can go up. We've now got some pine cones to stop that. Okay. And then maybe that's not the way. Maybe we go up. That was even too far anyway, right? I think with it, let's bring the eagle along one more. And with this one. So we haven't drawn that. And then what do I do with this? What do I do with this? This sucks. Okay, I could change it for something. Don't think that really helps. I could change it for another eagle flight. Let's do it. Okay, our eagle's coming this way to here. That gets us 4 of these. and you are saved, right? Because this guy is connected to both of them. Okay, we are on round 2. This hasn't started very well. Okay, roll the dice again. Now we do have a way of blocking wargs though, so that's not too bad. We've got a 10. You and you go over here. You stay in the middle and you two come over here. So where are the 10s? 10 is here. I'm okay with you being blocked, I think. And the 10 is down here, and the same thing. I'm okay with you being blocked. If we get a 12, I'll be more annoyed. Okay, so that's done. The fact that we have to connect these up is insane, isn't it? Because it's another connection on every single one. Okay, well look, let's use this one. This is the big L shape to go across here and up here and around here. Right, so that's that one done. And we can use this one to go down here. That gets us a wizard's hat, which I'll use on another eagle path. So that's that one done. And I've got a cross or a wizard's hat. I mean, that could connect one of these up, so maybe we'll do that. Which means you're now connected up as well. That's round 3. We have to cross out some glory. You know what, Gandalf, you give us the least glory, so let's cross that out. Okay. Roll the dice again. Got a 3. You two are on the left. You're in the middle, and you two are on the right. Okay. 2 more pine cones, so we might as well use these to stop them. 3 is here, so we'll block one of those, so that's that 3, and the other one is up here, which I'm going to use this one as well. So we've blocked that. We're going to immediately gain our 2 pine cones back for next round to be able to block some more. Our path ended here. So I could bring it up this way. Or I could bring it down this way. I just don't know how I connect these up. That's the biggest problem, right? They're a bit of a pain. Who knew these dwarves were a bit of a pain? Okay, let's use the big round one, big cross one. So we're going to go up here and over here. If we're in a space when we then roll the dice to cover it up, it doesn't matter. We carry on the path from where we were. So that's that one done. And now, how do I get more people connected? I guess I need these things, right? By getting those, we're going to be in a much better place. Okay. Well, let's take one. Let's use this one to get a wizard's die. Sorry, to get one of these die. I don't think they have to go next to each other. I'm not sure. Maybe they do. I mean, that's still not the end of the world because we could put them here and get 2 connected up. Okay, round 4 it is. Okay, we've got 2 on the walls. No, wargs. You are just slightly further to the right. You're in the middle. You two go there. Okay, a 2. 2 is in the space we're in, so that's fine. And over here, so that's fine as well. We don't have to worry about it. Oops, we've connected this dude up. Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so that's good news for us. I'm just going to get rid of this. Just going to put a tiny little X in the corner. 2 more wizard hats. No swords. I've got another single wizard hat. Let's take that. We'll do this one, and then I'm going to keep crossing out this path with my hand. I'm going to put an X in here, put an X in here. Both of these are now connected. So that's those done. 2 more wizard hats. Means I can fly some more grey eagles. Should I do that? Let's do it. So I'm going to do these 2 here to fly these eagles, and I'm going to go 1 and 2, which means you are now saved as well. So that's that one done. Now what do we do? Okay, let's go down here, along here, and down here. Start making our way this way. Okay, round 5. We have to lose some more glory. Let's lose your glory, I guess. Okay, here we go again. It's a 9. I feel like we might have had 9 before. You 2 are furthest to the left. You're in the middle. You 2 are furthest to the right. Have we had 9 before? I feel like we have. Yeah, over here. Perfect. Okay. I have to say this one's a little bit messy. Not sure I'm a massive fan of it. Okay. I mean, I guess I can connect these up with this symbol. Let's do this one. And I'm going to put it here. Oops. That's too far. I'm going to put it here. So that's that one. Then I'm going to use... How many dwarves have I got? These aren't... This one's connected. This one I haven't got yet. I've got 1 connected to this path. This would be 2, 3 if I can get these 2. So I'm nowhere near saving enough dwarves at this moment. We've still got a while left. I'm going to use this one to go all the way through here and then hope we get some ones to connect these up. Is that the right way of doing it? No, I'm going to go here and use this one to connect this one up using this symbol. And then... do we try and get to this one first so we don't lose the 3, although we've got pine cones to deal with it. So maybe I'm going to use the wizard's hat over here to connect this one up as well. Perfect. Okay, we're making good progress. We're up to 6 over here. Oh, we've got 7 on the dogs, wolves. So this one over here is done. And the other one is there that we don't need to worry about. I'll just put a little X in the corner. Okay, you 2 are furthest to the left. You're in the middle. You 2 are furthest to the right. Okay. Well, it feels like this is a good opportunity to take the 3 and go straight down here, right? So I think I'm going to do that without even thinking about it too much. 1, 2, 3. We get a wizard's hat, which means I can connect up Gandalf. Okay, so Gandalf is saved because he's connected to a flight path and he's connected to the path. Guess I'm going to have to go... Okay, well look, let's use this one. Let's use this one to get another one of these so we can connect up more eagles. So 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if I have to do the same eagle. I'm guessing not. Let's leave you in that corner there, buddy. You've gone all the way to the end. Maybe I just continue to focus on these ones. Maybe that's the right call anyway. Because if I can connect you up and you up, you know what? We'll go all the way to the end. It's fine. Okay. And that leaves us with 1 cross, which could get us this one, or could get us this one, right? Let's do this. There's another one saved. Okay. Up to round 7, so more glory has gone. We've only got this glory over here. We're going to cross this one out. We don't get you. Okay. And we roll the dice again. We've got a 10. This one is furthest to the left, as is this bread. Oh, this is tight. I think you're in the middle, and then you two go over here. Okay, so a 10. We've got a 10 here. We've already done 10s. Perfect. Love to see that. Okay. Okay, this works, right? So we can go here, through this one, into this one, up to this one. You are now connected. We get a wizard's hat, which I'm going to use this one for, which means I can do this, which means you're now connected. Okay, so that's that one done. We want to get to you, really, right? So let's go this way, up here to here. So that's that one done. And then we'll put this X in here, which means we get a pine cone, and you are now connected. Okay. Okay, we're not looking too bad. We've got all of these dwarfs connected to this path. We've got all of these dwarfs connected to this path. We're just on this one, which we can't really get to unless we go down this way. Okay. Okay. We're up to round 8. We've got one more round after this. Okay, we got a 5. You're on the left and you're on the left. You're in the middle and you two are on the right. Okay. 5s. Where are 5s? 5's already here and 5 is up here. This is already a no-go anyway, so that's fine. I could do with some flying eagle maneuvering, which I don't see how I'm going to get. I guess we want to come down here really, right? We're not going to take the bread, so let's bring this one down here using that. Then let's use this one to connect you up like so. And then I think it makes sense for us to do this one here like so, right? So you're connected to the path, but it's going to be a difficult one to score this, I think. But you're not home free. Okay, last round. We lose another glory. Don't think we've got any. So that's fine. If we can get in there, we'll get 5 points. But okay, number 9. We've already done number 9, so we don't have to worry about it. So you two go over here. You're in the middle, and you two go over here. Okay. I don't know if my path has... I think my path has to connect up to my other paths. I don't think I can start another path from here. But I could bring this way using this 3. If not, I could go up and into here, but that's a struggle. This is the only dwarf I haven't connected, right? The path would be good. I could get 1 eagle, which would bring you to here. And I could trade in a die for another eagle. I mean, this would be a waste. If I used a 3 here, I could get... Oh no, I can't. I've got to go. I'd have to use a 3 down here and a 1 here. Oh no, I can't even do that. I think I'm going to have to leave you, buddy. I think we trade these in for eagles then, right? So if we were to use this 2, we'd only get the 1 eagle, but we can bring you along here to this one. So that's that done. We get points for pine cones. I've got as many pine cones as I'm going to get, I think. I can trade this in for another eagle using this. So we'll bring you along here to here. And then we've got 1 pine cone, I guess. Can't see that we're going to be able to get a path anywhere that gets to this dude. Okay, I think we're done. Let's have a look then. So, eagles on flight paths and people saved. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So is that all? Hold on, let's just count out the dwarfs. So all of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we saved 12, so that's 30 points. And then one's connected to the flight path. This is the only dude who... Oh no, these two down here aren't, right? So these 3. So we saved 10. Okay, so that's 65 points. We have 4 pine cones, so that's another 5 points. We saved Gandalf, and Gandalf is connected to the flight path. So that's that. We didn't get the eggs. We did get 1 set of glory, I think, from saving you. So that's 4 points. So that's 19 points. Okay, what's that? So that's 75, 80, 84. Is that right? I think that's right. From 150. This might be the one and only time that we've actually got more than half. Is my maths correct? Hold on, let me get my calculator just to make sure my maths is correct, because I'm pretty sure I've messed things up like this in the past. 65 plus 19. Oh, that was 144. 84, perfect. I don't think there's anything else we can score. I think this is everything we could do. I'm not sure I enjoyed this one that much, actually. It's, you know what would be nicer if, I guess, I could have used a different colour pen or something to show that, but it just gets messy around here connecting all of these things up. But this was out of the frying pan into the fire. Next up, we have a dark way through Mirkwood, and we have some spiders finally. So we'll pick that up next time. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe button. If you're enjoying this, let me know in the comments. If you want to support the channel, go and check out the Patreon. There's loads of content over there with new stuff being released fairly frequently over there, at least once a month, but more frequently than that generally. And there's loads of blogs and all sorts of other stuff over there as well. Thank you so much. See you soon.